Yo, what's up guys, Kevin here. So in this video, I want to share with you guys what I carry in my snowboard backpack. This is the setup I bring to the mountain every day. It's about a 10-minute walk for me, so some of the stuff I carry in my bag until I get to the mountain, and then other things I got in there all day long. So starting off, as you guys can see, I strap my helmet to the top of my backpack. Just keeps it tight and locked on there. That way I don't have to carry it. My backpack is the Dakine Heli Pro. I've had this for about a year now. It's worked perfectly for me. There's been no issues with it, nothing ripped, nothing wrong. It's just a good sized backpack that I can carry everything in. I brought this all around the world. It's held up, and this will be season 2 with this backpack. It's got 3 main compartments. Let's go up top first. First thing in my bag, my headphones. I've got the Google Pixel 3 phone, and these are the headphones that came with it. I kind of rarely listen to music on the mountain because I'm either filming videos or talking to TJ, but the times that I'm riding by myself, headphones really come in handy. Okay guys, so I've also got a pair of Oakley shades, courtesy of SporterX. Rob hooked me up with these last season, and I've been wearing them ever since. I don't really wear these much on the mountain, but it's good if you come down from a day of riding and the sun's out to be able to throw your shades on. I carry a power bank. This one is called Piston Power, and because I have to charge so many different things from my GoPros to my phones, it's really good to have this power bank just as a backup. Speaking of batteries, I carry 3 or 4 spare GoPro batteries. Depending on how cold it is on the mountain, you can never really have too many GoPro batteries, so I've got a stack of 4 ready to go. So in this front pocket, I've got my mid layer. The walk-in is usually much warmer than the temperature at the top of the mountain, so I carry my mid layer in, and then usually what happens, I get to the top of the mountain and then want to throw this mid layer on. Carry it in my bag, pull it out when I need it, and throw it on. It's the Burton Evergreen mid layer. In this front pouch, I've also got my spare lens. Here in Whistler, especially going up, you never know exactly what the weather's gonna be, if it's gonna be a cloudy day or sunny. So this is my low light lens for my goggles. I always carry both lenses just in case I need to switch out on the fly. Snacks, I typically bring a couple Cliff Bars up the mountain. I'll mix it up once in a while, but Cliff Bar is my go-to. Usually when I'm up on the mountain, I don't stop for lunch, just because I find that if I eat a big meal up there, then it kind of slows me down for the afternoon. So a couple Cliff Bars will just keep me going throughout the day. And something I just picked up is the helmet mount for the GoPro. I usually don't do the helmet mount, but I've seen some other YouTubers do it, and I like the way that it mixes up the shots. And so I'm gonna be using the GoPro helmet mount a bit more this season. So inside of my main pouch, just on the top here, I've got my face mask, black strap. This is something I just carry into the mountain. Got my analog mitts. I may wear these to the mountain if it's cold enough. Hasn't been yet. I've also got my goggles in there, the Oakley Line Miners. Just my favorite pair of goggles, great peripheral, great lenses. And my main camera setup. So I've got the GoPro Karma Grip with the GoPro 7, and then I've got a pole for it. It's a carbon fiber pole, and this is the setup that I use most often to get the riding shots. The GoPro 7, the stabilization is actually really good for getting smooth shots, but I still think that with the Karma Grip, it just smooths it out that just a little bit more for that professional look. And then this carbon fiber pole is great for just making the whole setup light. So this is what I film with most often. Extension for the pole. And I've got some water. So this is a Starbucks mug. I'll usually have water in it. Once in a while, I'll put coffee in it or hot chocolate or something. But definitely it's good to bring water up. And if I do go inside for a break, I can just easily fill this up and then put it in my backpack, especially going for short hikes or anything like that. And then I've got a side pocket on this. I've got a snowboard tool. This is, one of the most important things. If you don't have a snowboard tool, definitely pick one up. They're really cheap, like $10. And if I need to adjust my stance, if I need to tighten any screws, this is just such an invaluable thing. You don't want to be stuck on top of the mountain with a loose binding and just wish you had this in your pocket. It's really valuable. This one's Dakine, but I've had this for years, and you can pick up any brand that makes a snowboard tool. And then a ski key. So here in Whistler, we have racks, and the ski key goes in and you can slide a bolt across to lock your board up. In the 15 years that I've lived in Whistler, I've had one board stolen. So if I had the ski key the whole time, I would still have that board. But I think this is another really cheap thing you can pick up for $5 or $10. Lock your board up. And there's other types of locks out there. And I think, for $10, $15, you can get a decent lock up your snowboard, give you that peace of mind. So one more thing that's not in the bag, but I've been using it for this video. I've got the GoPro 7 and a housing that I bought on Amazon, which you can connect a microphone to on the top. And I've got a tripod. So this is what I use to film audio on the channel. So that's my typical setup. If I'm going into the backcountry at all, I'll also bring some Avalanche tools. So I've got the shovel. I've also got a probe and a beacon. So Avalanche gear, if you're going into the backcountry, you want to take an Avalanche course, get the necessary tools so that you can stay as safe as possible. It's extremely rare that we go into any kind of avalanche hazards on this channel. Even though it may look like we're on some mountain in Alaska, usually we're inside the resort, especially when we're here in Whistler. 99% of our filming is inside the resort. But in the chance that we go out of the resort, these are some of the tools you need. But the most important one is that Avalanche course. That is what's in my snowboard bag. It'd be awesome to hear from you guys below, what you guys carry to the mountain, what you keep in your bag. I'll put a link here to the snowboard gear playlist where there are dozens of videos to help you guys with snowboard gear. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun with their riding. We'll see you in the next one soon.